Hello everyone, welcome to AdCreative.ai. Today I'm super excited because it has been almost 2 months that we haven't published any videos at all because we've been working on our machine learning model and some super nice features. But most importantly, AdCreative.ai V4 is here. It is currently live, and if you log into AdCreative.ai, you're gonna see that there is something called ad packages, but on top of that, you're gonna see that text projects and settings are completely renewed. And lastly, we have something called additional credits that we did not have before. So let's directly dive in. I wanna show them all to you within this video. So if you click on the generate button on top, you're gonna see ad package. Ad package says generate a comprehensive ad package that includes ad creatives, text, and target audiences. So basically we asked ourselves, when somebody is creating an ad, what they need is some kind of creative, so visuals, text, and audiences. And AdCreative.ai in its database has over 200 million of those individually. So we said to ourselves, let's create some kind of project where you can generate those creatives, text, and audiences in one single project. So whatever you're advertising, can be your service, can be your product, whatever it is, in one project, you're ready to go. So let's click on ad package. You're gonna see that when you click on the ad package automatically requires you to put your landing page, select your goal, select your tone, output language, product service name, target audience, and product description. But let's be super transparent. Putting all those would take 2 minutes. So we have built something else. You can just write your domain name, and in this one we are using AdUnit. AdUnit is another product that we have that we are launching literally next week. Super excited about that. That's why I wanted to use AdUnit as an example. So as you can see, the moment that I scan my website, it got my goal, get leads, exactly what we do. My tone is professional, that's true. Language is in English. Product name is AdUnit. Target audience, marketeers, business owners, and agencies. Perfect. And lastly, AdUnit is a marketing platform that helps you create and optimize ads in minutes, allowing you to focus on your business and so on, which is a perfect description about. So I don't need to write a single thing. I'm just gonna click on next. So using this information, my goal, my product name, my product description, my target audience, and the tone, what AdCreative.ai is gonna do is that AdCreative.ai is gonna come up with advertising strategy. So that doesn't exist on the market. What we're doing is exactly creating those strategies for you, because maybe you may not have any ideas. And even if you have some ideas, even if you're running some ads, AI can always come up with some stuff that you've never thought before. So the very first one is direct conversion focus. Let's go to the next one, exclusive discount, perfect. And as you can see that it is even tailored to AdUnit. It says offering an exclusive discount will incentivize the target audience to take action and become leads, as they can save money on AdUnit's marketing platform. There is limited time offer. There is free trial, which is amazing because AdUnit has a free trial, and then money back guarantee. If you're charging people high amounts, you can always say that, hey, we have 100% money back guarantee within the first 3 months, etc. So as you can see, all the offers that are mentioned here are super valid marketing, like paid advertising strategies that can actually work amazing. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go with, let's say, in this one, maybe free trial offer. So I'm gonna go to the next step. So we selected our strategy, and based on strategy, AdCreative.ai automatically recommends some platforms. So Meta, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google, and Pinterest are recommended. And to be extremely transparent, it's kind of well done because we are already advertising on all those platforms. Some of them are both cold and retargeting, so top funnel and bottom funnel. Some of them are just top funnel and so on, but we are advertising on all of them. But if you're not using any of those platforms, if you're using some kind of display platform, programmatic, whatever it is, you can also select other, that's okay. And if you're not sure which size is recommended for those platforms, you're gonna see that every time you select a different platform, it's gonna be recommending a different size for the best practice. So on this example, I'm gonna write, I'm gonna select Meta, and it says Meta's extensive reach and targeting options make it ideal for showcasing AdUnit's marketing platform. High conversion rates are achievable. So I'm gonna go with Meta, and I'm gonna go with the creative size that AdCreative.ai recommends. And you're gonna see that AdCreative.ai already went ahead and put some free stock images for me, and also paid stock images that I can use directly from what it learned from my product. So what I can do here is that I kind of like what it found here. So as soon as I click, as you can see, it opens some kind of cropping to make sure that it's good, and we are also good on the image. That all being said, of course you can upload yours, and if your website is scrapable, we are gonna also bring some images from your website, so you don't have to go to your website to get any images and so on. So as you can see, we're on the last step and everything is almost done except the text on images. So we have this text AI button that automatically writes your headlines, punchlines, and so on. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on headline, English. on the text AI button. So at this point, AdCreative.ai knows pretty much everything about your project name, project description, target audience, even your strategy. And based on that, you're going to see that it's going to create something super cool. So it says, ready to boost your ad game, maximize ad impact, get started now. So it's super cool because the first one is to grab the attention. Your target audience is basically scrolling down and they see something called ready to boost ad game. Okay, that's cool. That gets my attention. Maximize ad impact, get started. If you're not happy, there's some other things. Tired of wasting time on ads, need to discover new ad platforms. Maybe I'm happier with that. I'm happy with the first question. Let's go to the second one. Maybe there is more. Hey, that's pretty good. Boost marketing ROI. I'm going to use that one. Get started now. And if I want to make any changes, I can also go ahead and write my own start. So we can say that get 7 days free trial. And that's as simple as that. And if for the icon, if I want something different, maybe we can search free or a gift. Gift is cool. And as you can see, my project is ready. So I'm going to click on generate. That's pretty much it. But even though we haven't seen the generated assets yet, AdCreative.ai already wrote my description, my product name, my target audience, my tone, just from a single link using artificial intelligence, and it went to the next step and generated some paid advertising strategies. Although it generated 3-4, all of those paid strategies were super valid paid strategies that would probably bring individually different and good results, like money back guarantee, free trial, etc. These type of jobs are why you're paying your marketing agencies to come up with strategies and then visuals and then text and audiences to go and advertise, right? And that's exactly what AdCreative.ai does. So at this point, it analyzed the description, it generated some visuals, it is generating currently headlines and descriptions, and then it's going to be generating target audiences. And we can do this because we have millions of those in our databases that are ready to go. So as you can see on top, we have something called creatives, we have something called text, and we have something called audiences. And when you're creating ads, those are the exact things that you need. You need creatives, text, and audiences for whatever platform. And you're going to see that AdCreative.ai is even going to give you some best practices dynamically. So you selected Meta. It says for Meta, use dynamic creative ads type with 10 different creatives for optimal ad results. So on the creative end, it is recommended you to put 10 creatives so that you can actually test them and see. But let's check some of the visuals. You can see that the visuals are looking good. Some of them may not necessarily look that good. And the more you scroll, the more AdCreative.ai is going to go ahead and render some different visuals for you. And if you're happy with any of them, let's say that you kind of like this one. I'm just going to download and I'm going to use one of my credits. By the way, if you're not an AdCreative.ai user, when you sign up, you get 10 free credits. So you can go ahead and directly test. And let's click on that creative. You're going to see that it's going to give me a pixel perfect version of that creative in high resolution that took me a couple of seconds to generate. I go back because Facebook or Meta recommends 10 creatives. I can just scroll down to find another image that I kind of like. So idea of A/B testing is that you need different type of visuals to test and see which ones are going to perform. So this one kind of, I like it. It's super like fitting with the ad unit's branding. And if I click on it again, another super beautiful looking visual ready to go using artificial intelligence. Again, I can continue. There is completely different another visual here that I used another one credit. Again, looks super beautiful. And I can continue and pretty much do this all the time. And if I want to make any changes, I can also make any changes individually on those visuals. So what I'm going to do is that maybe I'm going to get this one as well because I really like it, that blurry area. I think it's a different visual that may actually perform really well. And those are the visuals that I selected for the moment. Ideally for Meta, it says I need to upload 10 to get the best results, to follow the best practices. So creative part is done. Let's go to the text, because as you know, if you're using Meta, you need several different primary texts. So best practices for optimal results, provide your ad platform with as many ad texts as possible. As you know, Meta requires 10, and you're going to see that AdCreative.ai does something super unique in this feature. What we do is this. Hey, Meta requires 10 different texts for you, but if you put same style of text for Meta for 10 of them, you're not really A/B testing, you're just like almost A/B testing some way of phrases. But we said to ourselves, if you're gonna do a true A/B testing and find that amazing ad, that ad that really brings you the best ROI, we need to test different copywriting methodologies. And since AdCreative.ai knows about all the best performing copywriting methodologies for ads, what we are gonna do is, as you can see, when you generate each text block has a different methodology. The very first one is the leaf method. It's our method. And then it's plus formula, pain, agitate, solution. And then Bob formula, before, after, bridge. Fab formula, AIDA model. AIDA is very famous, attention, interest, desire, and action. And you're going to see that each one of these texts are using different copywriting methodologies. So ideally, right now, there's 10 to 11 here. Copy paste them, directly put to Meta, and this way you're going to be testing completely different copywriting methodologies. If you're happy, you can click on copy. If you're not happy, you want to make small changes, you can click on edit and then make any changes and then save. And if you want to remove it, this way you're going to actually, for your brand, fine-tune your own machine learning model that's going to say that this type of ad is not good for this reason. And the same thing works for save. If you, for example, delete, qualify, understand, educate, the first parts of the sentences, and save it, next time you're going to see that they're going to be appearing less and less. So this is the text part. So you have the visuals, you have the text, but to create an ad, you still need audiences, right? Audiences is one of the first feature on the market that actually generates conversion focused audiences that are scored. So AdUnit's idea is to help you to create ads in a very simple way, and you're going to see that the very first audience is saying that, okay, interest to target, digital marketing, social media advertising, content marketing, online advertising, lead generation, and conversion optimization, age between 25 to 54, gender, all. So at this point, if you go and check these interests, all of these interests are going to exist on Facebook's API or Ads Manager. So these interests are not some made up interests. These are existing, and based on the information that we have, based on the 200 million plus audience information that we have, we are actually able to give a conversion score on each one of these audiences. And if you're happy with this, what you can do is that you can copy paste individually these interests, go to Meta, put those, or go to AdUnit and put those interests and publish those campaigns right away. And even a best practice is there. Best practice: maintain a wide audience and concentrate on creative testing. Creative testing is crucial for successful ad campaigns. So what AdCreative.ai is telling me that, hey, don't focus on testing so many audiences, test maybe 1 or 2 audiences at max, but what you should really focus on is to make this audience super broad and then test creatives and texts in this format, and ideally in dynamic creative format, not the old school way of creating one ad for each one of your tests. So that is the ad package, and basically, again, the idea came from a way that when you're advertising, whatever you're advertising, you need creative text and audiences, and now we can give all this to people in one project. So you generate your strategy, and based on your strategy, you have creative text and audiences ready to go. And you're going to see that AdCreative.ai is going to go to the next levels, and ideally we can actually push all of these to the platforms directly for you, so you don't even have to go to the ads managers. You can manage every single thing in AdCreative.ai. These are some of the upcoming features which we're going to be announcing when the time comes. So ad package is completely done. Now let's go to text projects. You're going to see that it says renewed, and there's a reason for it, because it's completely renewed actually. So you're going to see that text projects have almost the same as what ad package requests. So your landing page, and when you give your landing page, it can scan and fill in all those: product name, product description, target audience, call to action, and then output language with text tone. But you're going to see that there is something else here: text type. So we have different types of methodologies: sharp, gate, lift, pass formula, bob formula, fab formula. Some of these formulas are actually created by our team, 2 to 3 of them. That all being said, these formulas, these copywriting methodologies are battle tested methodologies that we have personally tested. We have personally collected hundreds of data to really see that this type of copywriting methodologies perform. There are some methodologies on the market that looks really good, that looks really attractive, but actually they're not converting. But this is not what we are doing. What we are doing is to find those methodologies really that brings good results. So if you select any of them, you're going to have that, and you're going to see that we have something called ad type packages: Meta package and Google package. So when you're creating Meta, you need 10 primary text. When you're creating Google, you're going to need 5 headlines, 5 long headlines, and 5 descriptions. We said to ourselves, why don't we give that to the user in one click? So if you're creating Google Performance Max, everything is ready. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to first put AdUnit here, and I'm going to let AdCreative.ai scan my website. So in one button, everything is scanned, everything is filled in, it's perfect, target audience, call to action, every single thing. So what I'm just going to do here is just go ahead and select one. So let's create a meta package so we can actually see them all. And I'm just going to click on generate text. So at this point, AdCreative.ai is going to go ahead and read everything about my product description, call to action, etc. Check our database of 200 million plus ad text that we have collected in the last 1 year, and based on that, it's going to generate some texts, and it's going to even predict which ones are going to perform the best for you. So you don't have to test all of those. You can test the ones that are predicted to perform the best. So what we are trying to do is not only save you time, but also predict and save some ad spend for you. So we selected Meta, which means AdCreative.ai is going to go ahead and write 10 absolutely different way of writing with different methodologies. And as you can see, all of them are a completely different way of approaching the problem, approaching the solution. And if you want something super specific, you can just go to your inputs and select something else here. For example, lift is one of my favorites. It's something that we created here at AdCreative.ai, because on Facebook, emojis and each line is actually making it much more readable. If you see the ad on Instagram or Facebook or whatever Facebook's audience network is, it makes it much better. So on this ad type, you can see that we have a bit more emojis, we have a bit more readable structure. And if you're not happy, if you want to make it a bit different, if you're putting it on LinkedIn and if you want to make it like double lines, etc., you can actually do that. You can save it and your text is ready to go in that way. So those are text projects. We have completely renewed it, and right now we are testing, if I'm not mistaken, almost 100 different copywriting ad methodologies. And when the test is successful, when one methodology is proven to get really good results, what we are doing is that we are adding that methodology directly here. So what you're gonna do in the upcoming days and weeks is that we are gonna be adding more and more ad methodologies with perfect prompting that you're gonna get amazing results. Lastly, settings, not a huge thing, but we have renewed it. It was a very long page, so now you have tabs, account tabs, branding. So branding is basically custom branding. If you want to use AdCreative.ai in your own domain, in your own logo, in your own colors, so when your clients and employees and team members, colleagues are using the tool, it really feels like you have developed this tool internally, because maybe you're an agency or some kind of corporate that needs such a white labeling. That's where you do it. And then team is where you can invite all your team to collaborate with you and generate projects and text with you. Lastly, we have billing, and I want to mention the upcoming soon features API. All the features that AdCreative.ai has are going to be available on our public API, just like the OpenAI GPT API. So you can literally use our API to build a tool if you would like to, or you can also integrate this into your workflow. This way, whatever you're doing, could be your CRM, could be your Zapier, etc., you can generate creatives using our API. So the last part that I want to talk is the additional credit. So additional credit is something that we brought super recently on this version, and the idea of additional credits is this. Many of our users have some kind of package that they are super happy. They are paying $29, $39, $499, whatever is their needs. And some of the months could be like February, Valentine's Day, could be Black Friday, could be Christmas, whatever it is. Sometimes they need high amount of credits. And those seasonal periods where they need high amount of credits, they don't necessarily want to upgrade, because doubling their monthly expense could be too high, especially in this economic climate. So we brought these additional credits to allow you to buy a package of credits that never expires, that always stays with you. You buy any of these packages for that period, you just pay a bit extra for the package, use those credits, generate as many creatives as you want, finish it or not, they're gonna basically be staying with you till you finish those additional credits. And this way you don't necessarily need to change your package, but you can actually buy additional credits. As I mentioned, additional credits do not ever expire, and you can buy as many additional credits as you want. And the way that it works is that first AdCreative.ai, when you want to download a visual, first AdCreative.ai uses your credits from your package, and then it goes ahead and uses the additional credits when you have no more credits on your package. This way there is no bad surprises. So that's pretty much it. That's AdCreative.ai V4, and we already started working on V5, which should be here in 3 to 4 weeks. If you have been using AdCreative.ai V3, and when you log in now, you're gonna find the V4 version. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, you can basically write them in the comments, or you can write to our support team. We are always available. You can see that chat bubble on the right bottom. And if you have never tried AdCreative.ai, if you're seeing this video brand new, What I recommend you to go and sign up. You have 7 days free trial, 10 absolutely free credits, and download those creatives. One credit is one creative. Download those creatives. Go test them on Facebook, Google, whatever platform that you're advertising on. If the results are good, come here, select a package, buy some additional credits if you need additional credits. And if you're not happy, cancel anytime. Absolutely no questions asked. But we're gonna be here. I hope you try it, and I'm gonna see you on the next video.